morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you're all well. Lovely to see you. I hope you've got a bit of sunshine wherever you are in the world or in the UK. Lovely to have you all here with us. Morning, Luke. Hello, lovely. Hope you're well. Right, okay, this has been recorded. So if you do need to hop off or if you need to leave, please don't worry. We hope you can stay for the whole session. But if you do, you'll get the recording either first thing in the morning or you'll get it this evening so you can come back and you can watch anything that you wish. I have Cara here with me, who's at the top left of my screen. I'm sure you all know Cara. She'll be hosting this webinar with me. And then I also have Jenny, who will be here as well, answering any questions in the chat box. You should have a little chat icon in the bottom of your Zoom or on the left-hand side. If you do have any questions, please feel free to pop them in. My name is Sam here at SalonIQ. If you haven't met me before, I often do the webinars with my colleague Cara. So yes, let's get started. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to share my screen now. Bear with me. Go here, here, here. And I'm just going to present and get all set up and ready. Right, here we go. So this is, I believe, the second, Cara, correct me if I'm wrong, the second episode of our Business Collective this year.
Think so for the I think, is it the second or third? It might be
second
third.
or third. I think we've had Ian, haven't we, from Loop HR. It's our third, and we've had Phil from Salon Guru as well. So here we are. And what we're going to be looking at today is the client loyalty blueprint and mapping paths to success, which is very, very important. So from the very first contact you have with your clients all the way through to lifelong loyalty. So this masterclass is going to focus on understanding and optimizing every step, every single path that your client follows, from them just looking at your salon. Oh yes, it looks nice. What services do they offer? From them making that call or making that booking online with you, getting that confirmation, have them walking through your door, having that service. It's going to look at every single step and mastering each technique to ensure you have very satisfied clients. Right, so first impressions. As you know, if ever you've walked into a restaurant or if you've walked into a salon or spa, you'll know the first impressions count and they can stay with you and they can really make that experience for you a positive one or a not so positive one. So looking at your website, your social media platforms and your high street presence, creating awareness, it's either going to be attracting new clients to your salon or it's going to be keeping them away from you. When a new client walks through your salon doors, where are your team? So have a think about that. When clients are walking through your door, where are your team? Hopefully they're looking after clients, but are they? Are they being proactive in the salon if they're not with clients? Are they staring at the computer looking busy? I know that's happened quite a few times. And are they hanging around having a chat at reception? Cara, you've got your own experience on that, haven't you?
Oh, it's one of my pet peeves. I think when you walk to a salon and you've not been in there before, and I see a load of gorgeous, beautiful girls congregating around the reception area, it really puts me off. And I think, if it makes me feel like that and I work within a salon environment, what is it making potential new customers feel like? So I always think, a maximum of 2 people at the reception desk at any one time. And sometimes I've seen 5 or 6.
Having loads of eyes on you as you walk in the door. You don't know who to look at, who's going to serve you. And
Yeah.
this seems really basic, but it's actually stuff that's so important. And they will make that client come back again and feel comfortable, or they won't return to you. So 8 steps to the perfect first impression. Take a screenshot of this if you want to. Remember, you're going to get the recordings. You can look at this at a later date. So satisfied clients are more likely to become repeat customers and become a loyal client who refer their friends and family to you. And remember, referring friends and family is the biggest way of getting new clients into your salon. So your client books an appointment, the first step. They receive that automated SMS to confirm their booking. So whichever software system you're using, you should have the SMS or email all set up and automated to save your front of house or you having to confirm that appointment. 2 to 4 days before your client comes in, they'll get a reminder, again via SMS or email, and that should be automated. There should be no need for you to have to look at each day and remember to send out these messages. On the day of that appointment, they get a really warm welcome into your salon. They're made to feel comfortable. They're shown their team member. They're shown where the bathroom is, and they're advised on how long it will be until their team member is with them, their style therapist is with them. On the day, they get that great consultation, and that gives an opportunity to really understand the needs of the client. They get the exceptional service or treatment carried out. And then we've got the final touches just here, which is the 7th one. They get the recommendation, the hair care or skincare plan to take away with them. And then finally, you've got that great goodbye. And that's what they're going to be remembering as well when they're leaving that door. Please take a screenshot if you want to. Again, this is very, very basic information, but are you following it? Are all of your team members following it? Have you got the automation set up where you need to? Regardless of what software system you're using, it should be set up, making your life easier. Attracting clients into your salon. It is crucial that we're looking after the clients who are with us, but it's also important to continue growing our business, that we're having new clients coming in. So have a think and ask yourself, what are you doing right now to attract new clients? Is it what you've always done? Are you trying something different? Do you have a referral program in place? A bit like the little the business cards that you used to get, you know, they look like business cards, and you'd put the stylist's name down, you put the client's name down, and you'd ask that client to hand that out to their friends and family and bring it in with them to maybe get a 50% off their next massage or cut and blow dry. SalonIQ has the guest attraction system, which can automate that and support you handing out those referral cards as well. When did you last review your referral program? Is it working? How many clients did come into you last month or in January and February that were referred by your friends and family? Do you partner with local businesses to attract new clients to you? Is there a new client promotion or offering in place? So maybe you're offering, as I just said there, maybe you're offering a percentage off for their first visit, and as a thank you, you're offering something for the person that's recommended them to the salon. Maybe it's actually more of an upsell. So you're offering a complimentary conditioning treatment or a complimentary gel polish as a thank you. And what's your social media presence like? Is it consistent? And is there a plan in place? We did a Kickstart series at the beginning of the year, which went all the way through for 6 weeks. So we did a Kickstart webinar every week for 6 weeks. Jenny, if you could pop that in the chat box, that'd be great. Because again, you can take small little golden nuggets from each of those sessions that we did, and it will really help you iron out and map out a social media plan. And that's just to ensure consistency. We all often have this splurge, oh, I've not done any posts for a while, I need to do some. You'll schedule some for 3 or 4 weeks and then it will stop again. So have you got consistency, and who's managing that for you? Is it all on your shoulders, or do you have someone that you can rely on to do that for you? Around 80 to 90% of customers trust personal recommendations over any other form of marketing. And that's the statistic there is pretty solid. It doesn't really move. It's the best way to get new clients into your salon, through recommendations. Referrals account for 60 to 70% of new business in industries such as ours. So again, go back after this webinar, make a note on your notepad or your tablet or your computer, whatever you're on now, and have a look. How many referrals did you get in January? How many did you get in February? Really important. And how can you better that? How can you improve that? 92% of people are more likely to trust recommendations from friends and family than our classic ads. So if we are doing Facebook ads or Instagram ads or Google ads, great. But actually, we need to focus on that recommendation. So if you do have a referral program or recommendation program in your salon, are your team behind it? Are they letting every client know about it? Are they sharing those business cards? Or if you have got the guest attraction system and you are a SalonIQ user, is each team member following that process to get new clients coming in? Creating client satisfaction. We all know, or we have all heard recently, that a good haircut and colour or facial is not enough. It's just not enough anymore. A long-lasting client will revisit you time after time because of the experience. It's the feeling. How are you making them feel when they're coming into your salon, whilst they're in your salon, and then at the end? And what are you doing differently to stand out from others? Why should I come to you and not go to the other salon next door, just down the high street? What is it about your salon that makes you different? And if you're struggling to answer those things, why not do a team meeting? And ask that with your team. Your team, you don't have to have all the answers. Your team have a lot of ideas, and perhaps you can put something together. Why are your clients happy and satisfied when they come to you? That could help support that other question as to why they come to you and not another salon. Building lifelong loyalty. So we're attracting those new clients coming in. We've got the eight steps there of them booking and having that confirmation, warm welcome into the salon, that consultation, great service. We're doing the recommendations, the home care and the skin plan, and we're doing that great goodbye. Now we need them to become lifelong loyal clients. And how do we do that? The importance of follow-ups and relationship building is key. And personalizing the client experience is also very important. Cara's going to go through this in just a moment when she does a little bit of practical with you, but we're going to be looking at subscriptions and loyalty programs. And it's a great way, I'd say, lock your clients in to ensure your clients come back to you time and time again through a subscription model that we have many salons using at the moment. This started to come into effect, I'd say summer of last year, through memberships and subscriptions. So subscribing to a blow dry club or to a colour club, your clients will pay, so for example, £50 a month to you, and they'll have unlimited blow dries. It's a great way to ensure your clients are going to keep coming back to you because they're already invested. They're already paying that monthly direct debit to you. Helps cash flow, increases client loyalty, and ensures your team are busy. And do you have a loyalty program in place? And again, Cara will share that with us again in just a moment, but you've got your point system, you've got your stamps, which you can just see here on the left-hand side. So for every visit, they get a stamp, and then maybe on the 4th visit, they'll get a reward. So do you have any of that in place? What are you doing to ensure your clients come to you and not to somebody else? Measuring success. Knowing your metrics is very, very important. And it's crucial to ensure that you're tracking your client journey effectiveness. And then have you got the tools in place to analyze the client feedback and behavior? And that can be anything from having something like Salon Spy, which is the feedback directory for our hair and beauty industry, a fantastic platform that you can use. And with that, it's ensuring that you're understanding and you're hearing what your clients are saying about their visit. You might think the music that you've chosen is absolutely perfect, but you might be getting 2 or 3 or 4 different pieces of information back from your clients each week to say, actually, the music isn't their taste. So maybe you need to review that. Looking at your dashboard, have you got the right tools in place? So SalonIQ again has the dashboard. We're very famous for the dashboards if you don't use them. And it's a great way to analyze your business from looking at your team members individually or looking at the salon overall, from looking at your service takings, your retail takings, your rebooking, your new client retention, your average frequency. FYI, average frequency is sitting at around 14, 15 weeks for hair and beauty salons at the moment. We still need to work together as an industry to bring that down a little bit more. So have you got the right tools to hand to make sure you're monitoring your business and therefore your client journey correctly? Looking at your retention stats. Again, are you looking at those? Have you got those figures to hand? How often are you looking at all of this? It can be very, very overwhelming. We have over, I think, 25 different KPIs on these dashboards. Looking at them all at once, you wouldn't know where to turn and what to look at. So we always recommend that when you are looking at any tools within your dashboards or within your reports, so look at 3 to 5 that are really gonna turn the cog and move that needle up for your business. Look at 3 to 5 at once, get those mastered, and then work on the next 3 to 5. Okay. We're all in business, especially hair and beauty, because we're very passionate, we're very creative people. Cara was a stylist, I was a stylist many moons ago, but ultimately we want to make money, we want to make profit. And how can we do that? I'm not going to go into the budget because we've got plenty of other people in the industry talking about the budget. So what can we do right now to ensure that we're making a profit or at least maintaining what we're doing right now? Looking at our pricing is key. Looking at the value that we offer is crucial. Having upsells online and required services is paramount. You must have that available on your portal. So again, if you're not with SalonIQ, make sure you're utilizing the online booking platform that you have in place. It is so important. Do you have the required services? I.e., if I'm booking in for half head of foils, you must book in a cut and blow dry. Is that set up correctly? If I've got the half head of highlights and cut and blow dry, great. How else can I increase that average bill online? We look at upsells online, and those upsells will only be offered if there's availability with that team member based on the time that the client has chosen. All of these little things make a big difference. And again, the home care recommendation. I think as an industry, many of us, not all of us, have come to accept that our clients don't purchase from retail from me. It's too expensive. They go and look fantastic or they go on Amazon. Yes, they do. But there's an awful lot of clients that will purchase directly from you. You're showing them the shampoo, you're showing them the conditioner, you're showing them the face cream or the eye cream. But then on that great goodbye, you forget. Your therapist forgets, your stylist forgets, and they walk out and they haven't purchased it. So again, does the software system that you're using have a home care recommendation system in place? If it does, use it, because it's only going to be to your advantage. And if it's not working for you, why is it not working? Reach out to the education team within the business and find out, okay, well, this is what I'm doing, guys, but it's not working. What can we do to tweak it and make better results and get better improvements? I'm going to stop there because I'm going off on tangents, but I just find it's so important to go through these things. I'm going to hand over to Cara now, and Cara is just going to go through some of the things that you can do from a practical side based on what we've discussed on the client journey.
Thank you, Sam. Right, I'm just going to share my screen, and I want to start off with the journey of the client. I think that's very important, and to make sure that you've got the right flow of emails and text messages set up in your system. So the one in the journey of the new client journey that I think really works well is the branded new client email. And this isn't to go after the client's been into the salon. This is to go before. So I'm a new client. I don't know what to expect. What am I supposed to do? You know, where do I park? Where do I park? Do you have a train that is easy, accessible to get into the salon? If you're a beauty salon, one of those things is if you're getting a facial, please make sure you don't wear any makeup or don't have some deodorant on if you're having a wax. So all of these bits of information, yes, we do them in a consultation, but there's loads of information to take in when that happens as a consumer. So what we've got in here, we've got a branded new client email, and this goes out 2 days before the client's very first appointment. And in here, it's just a warm welcome to the salon. We can add in consultation forms in here. So if there's any consultation that you want the client to fill in, this can go in here. And we can also pop in about this is where to park. If you've got any questions, then please email us on this email. And I think that's really important to get this through to clients before they actually come in for their first visit.
They can be very nervous and very on edge. And if they don't know where to park, they don't quite know what door to go into to get to your salon. Giving this information to them beforehand is going to put them at ease and make that experience better.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's quite an important one to do. So we've got your regular branded client email, and then making sure we're reaching out to the clients after their first visit date. Very important. Do they know that you have an online shop? Do they know that they can go and purchase your products online? Do they know what other services that you do? Because I come in, I book my appointments, that's what I'm booking in for, but I don't know all of the other services that you have within your salon. Another great way to say, it was great to have you in the salon. Did you know that we also do this list of services? Great way to get feedback to your team members. You know, we're all prone to going, oh yes, we love it, thank you so much, and we walk out the salon and we don't know any of that feedback. You know, how did you find the service? Was you asked for a tea and coffee? Would you recommend us to your friends? And getting those new clients to fill in a survey so you can see exactly what that feedback is. And sometimes it's, you know, most of the time it's very, very positive feedback. But every now and again, even ourselves at Salon IQ, you know, we get clients, why don't you just do it this way? Or why don't you do it that? And you take it on board. So this is a great way to listen to your new clients and brand it as well. You know, brand it to make sure that your logo is on there, your image is on there. And I think branding is definitely a thing that I see a lot of salons not doing, and it's very basic emails. But I think if I am looking at my emails, I want to know who that's coming from straight away as soon as I click on it. So making sure that you're getting your brand out there on these emails as well. So following that client on that journey, we're following this client until we say the fourth visit in the industry, because after 4 visits, in theory, then that is now turning into a regular client, and then we'll move them into a separate journey. So you don't have to have one set up for every single time this client comes in for the 4th visit. But I definitely think if you go through a new client one, the one beforehand, and also a branded thank you email as well. You know, thank you for coming into this salon. You are now one of our regular clients. This is how to book online. This is how to buy products. And this is how to sign up to our newsletters. So yeah, it's a great way to make sure that you're following your new clients on that journey. So many times I see it that salons are not following up on those new clients, and the new client retention is really high and they don't know why. And it's because they're not getting any feedback or not following up with that client afterwards. We also have a couple of salons who do a welcome pack for new clients, which I think is an absolute brilliant idea. You know, you come to the reception desk, Cara, absolutely love your hair. It looks great. We're going to give you this welcome pack as a new client. This is going to explain everything that we do. And just having something to hold when you're walking out the salon feels really, really good. So just a couple of different ideas on what to do for those new clients. And going back to real basics, going back to the real basics, I'm just going to show you a record card on SalonIQ. Are you getting all of the information for these clients? The system that you're using is only as good as the data that you're collecting and inputting in the database. Now, one of the great ways to do it is you can actually get your clients to fill in their own record cards. And I always find if they do it themselves, they can see the spelling's done correctly, or I don't use that email address anymore. And to do so, we have something that we call client mode. And if anyone's got their phones with them now, just grab your phone, put your camera on, just stick your camera on as normal, and just hover over that QR code. And when you do that within the salon, it will then load up the client's own record card on their mobile.
That's
Now,
brilliant.
yeah, it's really hard to see because of the light.
Yeah.
But it just means that the client can fill in their own information. You know, I've been divorced, I'm going to change my name, or I've been married, I'm going to, you know, small things like that
Yeah.
really matter. And whether they spell my name right as well. Lots of times I get called Carla or Clara, all these
Yeah.
different names, and it's just a great way for them to go in and fill in their own information. So that's the QR code. So collecting the right information. Are you collecting the occupation? Do you know how these clients have heard about the salon? So Sam was saying before, you know, talking about ads and word of mouth and recommending friends. Do you actually know where these new clients are coming from? So again, how heard, very important to get that information on the client's record card.
It's so important. You know, one of the biggest reasons why you should find out where these new clients are coming from, because if you can see that, okay, all my clients are coming from word of mouth, then you know, then perhaps, you know, that maybe your team are talking about your referral program. If you know that it's coming from a Facebook ad, then you think, okay, great. We did this on our Facebook ads last month, the month before. So maybe I need to do that again because it's working. It helps you work out what's working and what's not.
Yeah, and you can market to, you know, a particular group of people. If you want to get anyone who's in a local business and market to them, this is a great way that you can do that. We also have tags. And tags again it's quite new within the industry, and trying to really drill down these clients that are coming through the door. An example could be, I want to know all the models that I'm getting through the door. I want to know everyone who's got blonde hair or balayage or who has Casey facials. I want to really drum it down, and I want to market to those people. So we've got something called tags. So see if you've got something similar to that. And in here, we can add as many tags as you want. And if I tag this client as a model, next time I'm looking for people for my apprentices, I can just do a blast to those clients who are a model or do have blonde hair or do get Casey facials. So it's just making sure you're collecting the right data. And I know it's very basic, but it's really important to make sure we step back and say, you know, where are we getting this information from?
Mhm.
So going back to the recommendations, these are all on the record card. And in here, I could say, Sam, I would really recommend that you use this product for blonde hair. And I could select the product and add that onto your record card. And once I've done that, you can then leave the salon, and it doesn't mean that you have bought the product. It just means that that's now saved on your record card as a recommendation. And I'll show you in a minute when we get to the flow of the clients booking their own appointment, using subscriptions, where that actually comes into play. And that will fall within your journey. So Sam comes into the salon, we take your bill, and then Sam will receive an email or a text message to say, it was great to have you in the salon today. These are the products that we recommend for you. And they could be multiple products. And Sam can go home at the comfort of her own house, and she could say, right, I'm going to have a little look. Oh, actually, it's not that expensive. Because you get some clients who don't want to go, how much is that facial cream on the shelf? They don't want to ask that question. And this way, the clients can go home, they can have a look at their own recommendations, and then they can just purchase it online themselves. And they can do it through Klarna, they can do it on a payment plan. And so there's lots of different ways to make those payments. So there's the flow of making sure we're getting this onto the record card. Now, I'm going to skip to, falling in line with this, the subscriptions and the recommendations online shop. So we do something called subscriptions. It is quite new in the industry, and at first, when we first brought it out, there was only a couple of people using it, and now we're getting daily phone calls of, I want to do subscriptions, I just don't know what to do, what are other clients doing and other salons. So to explain how it works, you would create a subscription within the platform, and you could have lots of different subscriptions. You could have a unlimited blow dry, and this one seems to work really, really well. And the client would pay £100. It's automatically transferred into your account, so you're not having to chase the payment. If the payment fails, we try again in 7 days. We send emails. So it's all managed through the system. So if this is something that you want to do with your software, just go and see if there's something that they can do. And it's a real great income. And we find clients signing up for the blow dry club. So they pay £100, and it's unlimited blow dries every single month. And what we found with that is the clients that are doing that and then saying, I'm going to have a treatment actually whilst I get my blow dry. But they also get 10% off retail. So I'm now going to buy some retail. I'm also going to get my colour done more often because I'm paying. So it's although they're paying monthly, you'll find that the client spend is actually going up.
Yeah, psychologically, they think they're not spending as much because they're forgetting about that direct debit that's coming out, aren't they, each month?
Yeah, and
So far.
it's a bit like saving up as well, because I always
Mm.
think, you know, you can save up for your hair and your colour, and lots of people have extensions now, or, you know, going back to Casey, obviously you can tell I love Casey, but it's expensive. It's an expensive thing to have. And if I could put that on a subscription where I'm paying for it monthly, it means that I'm always going to keep coming in for that service.
And that's going to help the average frequency as well. You know, I mean, your clients can come in a lot more often because they can afford to.
Yeah, and there's lots of different ways that you could do subscriptions. So that's the first way. The second way that you can do a subscription is they will pay a monthly fee. but that fee then sits on their record card as a deposit, and they could then use that fee to then go and pay for their service. So as an example, we do a colour club, so they will pay £50 per month. That will be saved on my record card as a deposit. That means I go in the colour club, I get 30% off colours, and it's your choice whether you say, well, it's going to be on a Monday to Thursday is the colour club. You can't come in over a weekend. I get 10% off retail. So you can really build these subscriptions. And again, the same with the beauty. You could do a £50 for beauty services each month, and you can either get an unlimited treatment, or you can get 30% off any of massages, facials, nails, tanning. So
Yeah.
there's lots of different ways. And I really do believe that, loyalty now is subscriptions, because you're not physically given anything away. So with loyalty, sometimes you'll be given too many points away, and we see that a lot. Or you don't want to turn into a discounted salon where everyone's going, I'm just going to wait. I know that email's going to come through soon, and they're going to give me 50% off beauty this week. And that's what kind of happens. So with subscriptions, although it's subscriptions and they're paying monthly, I also massively believe, and can see myself from what our clients are doing, that the subscriptions are making the clients more loyal.
Absolutely.
So on my screen now, we make it nice and simple. You've got a link that you can pop on your website. You can put it on emails. You can put it on text messages, and the client can get everything they need online. They can choose what they want, and then they just sign up online to the subscription, and it automatically then just starts coming out of the bank every month. Something so simple. You have to think about what you want to do a little bit of research. Who's doing it in your area, and it's exactly the same as doing it as a gym membership. It's the same thing, but it's just finding out exactly what you think would work, and ask your clients. One of the clients that we've got, they actually asked their clients what they will pay for, and they said unlimited blow dries, because in the area that they are, there's a lot of people who get blow dries quite a lot, and they went down the route of blow dries and getting a really big return from doing that.
Yeah, we did because we also have a salon. SalonIQ also has a salon, hair and beauty, and we did unlimited nail file and polish. So it wasn't gel polish. They'd pay X amount a month, and they would get unlimited file and polishes. Obviously, there's a cap. You don't want someone coming in every day to change the color of their nails. But we promote it as unlimited. It was very, very popular. It was a slightly shorter service, around 20 minutes, and it was just a file and polish. There was the option there to upgrade to a gel polish or a full luxury manicure if they wanted to, so we can increase that average bill. But it helped the average frequency. And then we started to introduce lots of other beauty services to them. It just has a knock-on effect, and you can expose a lot more of your menu, your beauty menu, your hair menu to these clients with that one subscriptions. It's a really good way of growing.
Yeah, and you can change them. So, there's a couple of people who are doing a 3-month subscription. Let's see if that works. And then they're doing, and I've got some clients who are in multiple subscriptions. So they're paying a hair subscription, and then they're paying a beauty subscription. Another great way to hide your money from your husbands as well. if you may.
Let's hope he's not watching this.
So subscriptions, have a little think about it. I know it sounds quite scary, but there are people out there. This is the new thing to do. It is working. And I'm more than sure there's probably a few questions coming through from that as well, because I can see the little chat going along. So along with that, we spoke about recommendations and products, and how clients are quite clever now, and they can go to All Beauty, but it's making it easy for them. So if I've attached that product to your record card now, Sam, you've left the salon, we've taken your bill. You will then get an email to say, it was great having you in the salon today. These are the products that we recommend for you. It would then take you to this online shop. So it's all about the flow of the client and making sure that you've got that journey. And you could then log online and you could say, oh, it's £25. Actually thought it'd be a little bit more expensive than that. And the clients can just go on here and they can add to basket from here. I do think we need to say about Klarna as well. I know some people either love it or they hate it, but it is what people are doing now. It is the majority of websites that I go on, Selfridges, New Look, even now, even the cheaper places are offering Klarna. And if you're offering your clients that way of paying, you might also find that your retail increases. We've seen the biggest increase with beauty, really, in terms of products. And that's purely because they can pop it on Klarna.
I think it just
So
helps. It enables you as a salon owner, I think, to be able to promote these more higher value services, you know, where you're going to have maybe fewer clients having extensions or having, we keep referring to KC or the hydrogenative facials that are very expensive. It allows you to promote those services to the majority of your clientele because you can make it affordable for them, whether
mhm,
that's through Klarna, as Cara just said, or through the subscription options.
yeah, a couple of different ways.
Mm,
And then finally, I mean, we're talking a lot about things online because I know that a lot of clients want to do things online. And I think it's just making sure that you've got all of your loyalty there accessible for the clients to see themselves. So where do we find these figures? Where do we find these figures in the system? And obviously there's a couple of clients here who will be using multiple different systems. And you need to find that you need to make sure that you've got the right information and where to find that information. So within our system, we have something called the dashboard. We have a team dashboard, a salon dashboard, and a mini dashboard. So there's 3 different dashboards. They're all the same, but we look at them in different ways. So to show you this, we've got our dashboard here and we've got a filter. We can pop on this dashboard whatever we want to see. So we've got a little toggle here on the right hand side. I can put on if I want to see my new client retention. I can pop that on if I want to see my utilization, and I'm going to pop that on, and then that would update on the dashboard. So on the dashboard now, it gives me a list of all my team members. We've got stars and flags, and these are about their KPIs. Now, when it's the beginning of the week, so there's a lot of flags because we haven't yet started taking the bills through the system. And once your team members hit their KPI, say for services, they would get a star. When they hit their retail, they would get a star. But in terms of what we're speaking about today, what we want to look at is how is the retention and where can I find that retention? And we can see here on my dashboard that we've got new client retention and we've also got client retention. So we can see here for one of my team members that they've had a total clients of 25 in the last 12 weeks and they've lost 5 because these 5 clients have not come back to the salon. And it's just as easy as clicking on here and that will give me a list of the 5 people that have not returned within that time frame.
and that's giving you the opportunity then to reach out to them and find out why. That can be through an SMS, which you can see there. You could call them if you wanted to, if you preferred, pop them an email.
Yeah, and we do have some, there's a lot of front of house people now. We have someone just physically picking up the phone, like doing it the old fashioned way. I'm gonna phone them up and see why they've not returned. Have an automatic email, an automatic text, or you can actually manually text them through here, and just to see. So it's a great way to see your client retention and how that's working out on this dashboard. And you want to be able to see all of the flow of the figures for your team member. So clicking on this lady here, Chelsea, who works in our salon, we can see the total clients that she's done, how many of those clients are new, how many of those are requested clients, what her average bill is. One thing that we're working on in our salon at the moment, average bill. So that's quite big, and that's an easy thing to find. And then breaking it all down. What are your top services? What are you selling? What are you not selling? What are those slow burners that you really want to pick up, but you don't seem to have any clients booking these in the salon? So on this dashboard, it will give you all of the information that you're looking for an individual team member, but also a salon or a group as a whole. The individual team member then has what we call the mini dashboard. So this is a mini dashboard, and I really think it's important that we explain KPIs to team members, and not just what they are, what they mean, not just a service, but why we're doing it. We're doing this to make sure that, you know, our flow in the salon, the revenue is going to go up, they will get better commission. You know, I think if you explain why you've got KPIs, I think if they hear the word target, I think it kind of freaks them out a little bit. So I think if you explain each individual and why you're doing it, you know, this is not, oh, you're going to lose your job if you don't get your target. But the reason is, if we want to get to this level at our salon, or you want to become a senior stylist, we need you to hit this level. And just being open about the numbers and not giving them too many, because sometimes you can see all of these targets and there's 12 and it's like, wow, I'm never going to hit any of them. And finding the ones that you need to work on in the salon, and then popping that on the dashboard. So we can see here we've got lollipop, we call them the lollipops. So we've got the red lollipop, which is your minimum target, and then we've got the green one, which is your stretch, that's your maximum. That's what we want you to get to. And if you get to that, we're happy, you're happy, everyone's happy. And have you got something simple to look at? I can see here that Chelsea's done £276 so far, because she only works Wednesday to Saturday. The potential that she's got booked in the diary is 692. And then we can see that if she goes over that, and we're in between the lollipops. So I would know, as Chelsea, I'm Chelsea, just need to get in another couple of £100 and I would have hit my target.
And you know what? That doesn't necessarily mean a couple more clients. That would be great, but it could just mean the upsell to my current ones that I've got booked in.
Yeah. And this is why I was talking about average bill. That's exactly
Yeah.
why we're talking about average bill, because people are going, well, I can't physically make any more because I can't fit anybody else in. And I'm like, okay, but can you do upgrades? Yes. Can you do parallel services at the same time? Can the person be having a colour whilst having a manicure? Some people allow that. And you know, you've got a lot of treatments that you could put on the backwash, and an apprentice could do that for you. So there's always ways
Yeah.
to increase the average bill, but it's just making sure that the team members and the salon are all trained in how to do this.
And behind it. Yeah.
Yeah, you talk about selling retail, and we've seen it in our salon. Oh, I don't know what to say. I don't know. I don't like speaking to the client when they get to the reception desk. So it's all about you educating your own team and your salon, and making sure that they're comfortable when that client's going to check out. So finding that, making sure that we've got somewhere to find this information for your salon and for the team as a whole. And then the final one for your loyalty, there is another loyalty way. There's loads of different ways to do loyalty. We've got subscriptions, we've got stamps, we've got points. But I just want to show you, on Sam's slides, we had a loyalty card on the mobile phone. And this falls within the record card as well. So when the client comes through, you would take a checkout, then you would get the client to grab their phone, they would scan the QR code, and that will give them a stamp. The easiest way to explain this is like Costa. So you get 3 stamps, and then you're going to get a free treatment. Get to 6 stamps, and we will give you a free file and polish. I think a lot of the old loyalty schemes are very complicated. And when the team members don't understand it and the clients don't understand it, and you're giving more money away than what you should be, I think that's what we need to kind of strip it back and go, right, we're doing too many discounts. And with these stamps, it's not, you don't have to give anything huge at the end of it. It's just, oh, Sam, you get a free treatment today. You've got 3 stamps. And that just makes you feel great. You're like, oh, thanks. It's just giving the little tiny nuggets, as you call them, into that client to go, that's really great. I went to the salon today and guess what they did?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be, you can have £100 service for free.
Yeah, one of the workshop webinars we did actually during our Kickstart series at the beginning of the year, it focused on, you know, what type of client are you attracting to your salon? And if you're a very promotion discount heavy salon, then really you're going to be attracting clients that will only ever pay with a promotion or a discount, and they won't see the full value of what you offer. So yeah, we really look at that and see how how you display your promotions and your discounts, and that you're not just attracting clients that will never pay full price.
Yeah, definitely. So any questions from that, Sam? Any questions?
So no, we've got a lot of interest in subscriptions and things. So I think we've got some notes down for follow-ups.
Perfect.
One question from Becky: can you create a custom price for the subscriptions, or are these prices fixed in the system?
Custom priced, so you can have multiples of the same subscription. If you've got levels of team members, one's a senior director and one's a junior, you could do two different blow dry clubs, and you could say one is £80 a month and you're with Cara, and the other one's £100 a month and you're with Jenny. So you can do multiples.
Brilliant. We'll reach out to you, Becky, as well, so we can go through it with you and work something out for you that suits your business. Okay, we're coming to an end. We know you're very busy people, so we've just got one final part. If you're not with SalonIQ, but you'd like to know more about what we've discussed, even if it's just to know how subscriptions could work for your business with the current software system you're using, please scan the QR code just here, and we will help you there. If you're already with SalonIQ and you'd like to dive a little bit deeper into what we've discussed, please scan the QR code on the right. For those that have already made a note in the chat that you'd like to know more, our lovely Jenny has made a note of your account code. So we will reach out to you today. One of our education team will help you answer your questions and see if you want to get that set up at all. So if you're not using SalonIQ, scan the QR code on the left, this one here, and we'll happily answer your questions. And if you're already using IQ and would like to know more, then it's the QR code on the right. So that is our workshop done, but as part of the Business Collective. I believe we'll be having more information coming out on the next series from Phil at Salon Guru, from Ian at Loop, and from ourselves here at SalonIQ. Thank you so much for joining. We will send out the recording to you either this evening or first thing tomorrow morning. Any questions, you know where we are. If you would like to email us, it's help, HELP, @saloniq.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you.